Hi, give me a second to get set up. I'm going to be doing Lemurian cards again today, and I want to talk a lot about manifesting and the law of attraction before we get into the cards. Give me a second to find this and share this video out. We have some interesting energy. I put up an energy report already on my site as well as this Facebook page, kind of talking about how we are entering the underworld. I will be discussing those energies tomorrow. Today I want to talk about manifesting, specifically the law of attraction, and just give you guys some manifesting tips because it is something I'm supposed to be really good at with my energy type. Give me a second to share this feed out. If you're just joining me, take a second to do the same. I'm going to be doing Lemurian Starseed Oracle cards today, so if you want a card, go ahead and drop your name or just drop a comment. So give me a sec, I'm getting set up. I'm going to get right into the law of attraction though. If you're just finding me, take a second to share this feed out too. I always need you guys to. It does help with what we're trying to do with this ascension as well. So take a second, share this feed out if you haven't. So I want to talk a little bit about this energy. We have really a powerful gateway. We're sort of between worlds right now where, you know, the veil will continue to get thinner, but it's at its thinnest this time of year. This makes the spiritual very accessible and right here to us. We have a lot of powerful energy coming into the planet, and I believe that we've always lived in a manifest reality, but when things were really dense and we were at a low frequency, it was causing resistance and we weren't that good at it. But we're going to find out just how powerful we are because you've created everything in your life. I know, right? You have created every experience, every person, the things you're attracted, the things you're drawn to you. A lot of that comes down to our vibrational frequency and the thoughts that we're having. We have entered a place of the subconscious since we've kind of entered this area of the underworld where we're going to step into less and less light. And, you know, I'm going to talk a little bit about what the subconscious is because this is very important for us learning how to navigate our reality. This is part of what led me to get on video when I started to have a spiritual awakening, and it was like, oh my God, I have been lied to, right? I've been taught that I can sit here and think a lot of negative thoughts and it's not going to impact me, my health, my reality, right? And so as I began my spiritual awakening, I began to realize I needed to reprogram fast with the things I was thinking about and the things that I was focusing on. And I also realized it was something you had to practice, right? It's kind of like, you know, the dream world, anything with the subconscious, we have to practice going into these areas. So I began to do that. And in the last couple years of doing my mission, you know, I realized that this stuff really works. That everything that I have tried to manifest or create has come into fruition, whether it was moving to California, moving to the United Kingdom, these kind of goals that I had. It's very important that we're realizing that we're on subconscious programming most of the day. That whatever we're thinking about, you're feeding into your subconscious, which is creating your entire reality. And it doesn't understand. So the difference between, you know, not wanting something and wanting something. So if we think, I don't want to see this, probably chances are you could create it. So I'm going to give you some manifesting tips. We know that we're on kind of autopilot programming a lot of the time. Sometimes when you're driving home from work, sometimes when you're at work, right? Sometimes when you're at work, I could do that with these videos where I can just do them easily now because it's part of my programming and my subconscious is very comfortable and used to doing them. So a lot of the times we are on subconscious programming. We refer to that as autopilot, where your subconscious is actually taking over and not only assisting you with doing your day-to-day functions, but it's assisting you in creating your reality. This is a place that is a school and it requires a lot of mastery. We have a lot of work to do when it comes to mental reprogramming. The things that you're thinking about, whether negative or positive, you are creating them and drawing them to you. That is the law of attraction, where we're putting out vibrational frequencies all day long and we're getting matched up with like frequencies. So a lot of times you could be thinking negative thoughts or about your fears and you will manifest those too. It's very important important that we're shifting to love-based creations. And I see we all need a lot of work in this area because we can tell by looking at the collective and people's realities that we still need some practice in these areas. So a lot of this has to do with your frequency. Emotions are powerful for manifesting. If you get excited about something, it will usually align faster. If you're just kind of manifesting like blasé, like, oh, okay, you're probably not going to get it as fast, or maybe you won't see it at all. So if we stay excited about things or happy, we become very magnetic to the things that we're attracting. I created this job that I love very much, and I realize I'm very excited about it, and that becomes my bliss. If we can follow our bliss, right, our passion, our calling, in a lot of ways it makes us very magnetic as well. So make sure that the things you are trying to create are in alignment with who you are. We're realizing that, you know, the things no longer in alignment with us, we're probably not going to be wanting around us or needing to attract. So sometimes people are having manifesting blocks because the things they're trying to create really aren't for their highest good. It's very important that you're either writing these things down, we talk about scripting, or that you're just daydreaming about it. And whatever you're thinking about all day long, you are daydreaming, and your subconscious is taking all of those thoughts as literal commands as to what to create. So, you know, a lot of people have learned how to master the mental component, master their thoughts, and then you can master your reality in a lot of ways. And we have a lot of thoughts in any given day. That's why things like meditation are amazing for stilling your mind. And we're having so many thoughts and it's changing our focus all day long, right? Shifting what we're thinking about and focusing on. It's very important that we stay aligned with the things that we're manifesting. You're not going to be able to just think of it once, right? And it usually will create. It usually helps to really stay aligned with that. Back to writing. That's powerful because we're not as telepathically tuned in yet as we would like to be. So we have a lot of thoughts kind of running through our head, kind of making us scrambled as receivers. If you can write these things down, it's very, very powerful. A lot of people are trying to create thinking about things they want later. It's important to change your thinking process. So a lot of people are like, I want that car, and then it becomes hard and resistant to create that. The best thing that we can really do is to picture we already have that object or we have already done that goal. I usually tell people, like right now, I'm trying to manifest more travel experiences, and I'll say, you know, not that I want to go to India, that I'm going to India. And, you know, things like that. So that can really help speed up and shift things when it comes to what we're creating. You're all creating, whether you're realizing it or not. And if you look back at some of your manifestations, you should realize that you're powerful, that you created a lot of what you don't want. And through awakening and becoming consciously aware, we can create things that are in alignment with us. These energies, these geomagnetic energies coming in are making it easier and easier to manifest. We're instant manifesting. And this making it so much easier to manifest and to create like never before. It's also a really intense detox, like a purge process that's happening across the planet. So we see a lot of things are coming to the surface, coming up, right? Stray thoughts, old things, and that can complicate things. But just know that with all these energies coming in, they're only going to intensify. And it's changing the energetic dynamics. So now we have shifted to a state where we're instant manifesting the things that we think about. Maybe you're thinking about something and not seeing it materialize that second. It doesn't matter. It's like putting in an order, right? You've already put in a command for what you want, and the subconscious isn't understanding. So if you have a lot of fear still and you're thinking about things you don't want, those things can manifest very fast. So it's important that we're really staying aligned with things we want to say happen. Gratitude is also very powerful when it comes to manifesting. It's also a way for those that have studied Reiki to shift our vibration to a higher state. So through using tools like gratitude, we can shift our frequency and making us more magnetic. Love is powerful for manifesting. Take away love and we take away a power to create in so many ways. So it's important that we stay in a state of love. Like I said, if we're, miserable, we probably will be less magnetic to what we're trying to do. So the best thing to do is actually stay in a state of bliss, stay excited, stay positive. I'm going to start cards now. Make sure you guys share this out if you're just finding me. If you need me after, my link is above. I'm going to be booking readings and healing sessions. I'm also manifesting people who want to study energy healing. I teach like Reiki, Blue Star Healing, lots of other energy type of classes, a whole list. For sure, check my site out if you guys haven't. Christina Jason. Sovereignty, the right to choose, immunity to hooks, and like I said, we're creating everything here, and it's about time that we realize that we're also being assisted by an unseen force. You can call it source, God, right? There's a lot in the spiritual that suddenly we're having our spiritual senses turned back on, such as our third eye, our DNA, right? Our spiritual software, and we're starting to be able to perceive that. You are a co-creator. You are also sovereign, and this force wants nothing more than to create something better with all of us. Stay focused on manifesting. If you guys are finding this video, it's not random, it's not chance, nothing in your life ever has been. It's an area that we need to practice in. Like I said, maybe make a manifesting list. I use my notepad in my phone, and it sounds really weird, right? But I'm really kind of a busy person, and I daily update this notepad that I have, whether it's things I need, things I'm doing, expenses, things I want to, places I want to go. I keep a list. For sure, start writing down. Your intention is powerful. Maria Garcia, good morning. Family of light, signs, guidance, innate and ancient wisdom. And we are being guided, like I said, from the unseen. We also have a galactic presence here on this planet where many of you guys may have galactic teams, galactic guides, galactic assistants. Ask for more help. We can ask for more assistance. You can be powerful in doing so. Ask your angels for more help with whatever you're going through, even if it's manifesting and things you're trying to do with your life. Gabrielle Leone. Cosmic self. You're a cosmic being. Stay confident in your truth. Work on your throat chakra. We have a lot happening with that chakra, as well as the heart chakra right now. We can really look at this period that we're all in, humanity is in, as a cleansing, a spiritual detox of sorts. And I don't think it's a coincidence that a lot of people can be feeling ascension symptoms going through some of these roller coaster space storms, whether it is common colds, right? It could be like achiness, headaches, expansions, all sorts of ascension symptoms as we're making these energy shifts, because as we're going up in frequency, more and more is coming to the surface to be released. More self-care during this transition we're going through too. Vesna Milos. Earth angel. Kindness. Sensitivity is strength. Higher perspective. Divine abilities. You know, souls get to a certain place and usually want to use their abilities to serve in some type of way. It's the natural evolution of the soul, so that we see older souls that might be on this planet that are more service oriented in whatever way, and we all came here with abilities that we thought that we could use to kind of make a change and assist the collective. Heather Caldwell Swain. Ships of light. Beam up your vibration. Open to star family. Since the veil is gone, we're seeing more of what's really there. Maybe it's just like some people are feeling more of what is there. Maybe some people are seeing a visually kind of things. I've seen some kind of crazy stuff occurring. And it depends on, you know, what your abilities are. But these things are for sure there. Gretchen Hyatt. Hold on, I have to fix my music. Gretchen, beyond cycles. Find and embrace yourself. New direction. Releasing old patterns. That is programming. The negative thoughts that we have, the limiting thoughts, the voice in your head that will say this won't work out, you can't do this. It's kind of our unconscious programming that is becoming more and more conscious as we're doing this process. Be aware of patterns. A lot of people think that like they can have a bad relationship this life and that's it. And they don't understand, well, why am I drawing these same experiences again and again? This isn't karmic cycles coming to closure that you work on in one life. a lot of times your soul will be working on the same lessons life after life so that you can kind of master different perspectives with the same kind of experiences. Be aware, and this goes for everyone, of the patterns that you've been creating on throughout your entire life. Like, what were your issues, your hang-ups, right? What did you have a hard time with? Those are probably your karmic lessons that you've been transcending for many lives. Will Davis. The Way of Pearls, lineal space, new energies, trust, time of growth. And this is all part of a divine plan. And like I said, we need more trust too. That also helps us with our manifesting. If you trust the universe, will give you what you're asking for as well. So have more trust and faith that, you know, everyone is part of this divine plan that's being played out. This is for our highest good. And, you know, it's good for everyone. It's going to lead somewhere amazing as well. Becky Hall McBride. Blu-ray being, direct divine expression, bridge between dimensions. And this energy really is a gateway between worlds. It really has unlocked a gateway between worlds, between the physical, the material where we live, and the spiritual dimensions. We have a lot of messages coming through, whether it's like you guys are just, I don't know, seeing things that resonate, right? It could be feathers, right? Pennies, change, things you're seeing, things you're reading, songs you're hearing, things that are bringing up things, maybe synchronicities, number codes. You're being divinely guided, and, you know, on any given day, we're being sent so many messages, we usually just don't notice them because, you know, they're not going to be all in your face. It could just be like, you know, a message from right here, from me, something you're seeing, a meme that kind of resonates. Barb Howard, good morning. Flow, release control, divine will, consciousness. Let go of anything weighing you down. It's a reoccurring message this time of year to release and let go more. Tina Kittle. Heaven on earth. You're all invited to the fifth dimension. New earth, spirit and matter. And, you know, we really did come to create this new place that we refer to as the fifth dimension, a place that is a new state of being. We can kind of look back and see that would be like a heaven-like state of consciousness. Lisa Mancini. Unlock your gifts, sacred gifts, energy senses. Pure love is the key. We have abilities that we not just are going to tap into this life or brought with us. There are things that our soul, you know, has fine-tuned many, many lives that we came here with. Keep working on your third eye. I found that the best chakras to work on to unlock your spiritual abilities are your third eye and your heart chakra as well. A lot of this is going to be found through love. Let's see. Ika Manuz. Light language, universal language of oneness, of love. Listen with your heart. I'm really big on light language as well as light languages. And if you kind of resonate with that stuff, like people always come ask me questions, go to Google, go to YouTube, start to do research, start to go find stuff, right? People are like, do you have any books? I don't really read, but you know, you can go Google pretty much anything on the spiritual and you'll probably pull up a lot of stuff. Go do some digging around on light language. You'll probably really resonate with it. It might unlock things for you. I look at these as codes that are kind of being left for us. And a lot of times we can't understand them, but we are interpreting them. They're a lot like the crop circles that I was at this summer, that a lot of times we can't kind of interpret them in the human sense, but our heart understands the frequencies and they unlock a lot of things for us. Amanda Ann Bray. Lemurian guide, sister, friend, teacher of infinite universal love. And I've been doing these cards to remind people of places like Lemuria and Atlantis that were places most people here during this time resided in. Places that, you know, your soul, it doesn't matter despite all that. We're all one and we share one consciousness. Places in consciousness that your soul really wants to get back to. Places of a group consciousness. Holly Asper, Storm. It's okay to feel it, cleanse, collapse the old, realignment. You know, as we're becoming more and more energy sensitive, we're going to be able to tune into the storm energies better and better. a lot of people do work with that element of air. I'm one of those people that has been trying to master that, right? Sometimes I can do it really good and I'm flowing. Sometimes I feel like the ascension waves are knocking me over. It depends, right? Kind of learn how to flow and move with those storms. They'll give you a lot of power, especially with manifesting. We still have a lot of, geomagnetic energies coming in. Those are powerful for manifesting. Christina Jason. Sacred Mountain, Vision Quest, Clarity and Truth, Deep Healing. I think a lot of us have gathered to this feed, to these places, in search of, more spiritual kind of stuff, healing, things that are kind of deeper in nature. For sure, explore healing deeper. I always look at this feed as the healers in whatever sense. Mo Sass, this is my favorite one now lately, I always say that. Integration, forgive yourself and others, reunion, let go of defenses, open the door. And we have a lot of clearing too as well, with old programs running, things blocking us from love, etc. So it's really important that we're working on more self-forgiveness, more letting go. You're not the same person you were 10 years ago. In fact, that person needed someone like you are now. And, that will be said later on too. So you always have this higher self that is guiding you. Let go of all of this. We've had a lot of energy hitting us the past week. And now is time where we integrate. We see when the Schumann resonance kind of goes down and levels back out that we should be integrating the upgrades that we kind of just got. Let's see. Kimberly Renee. Dolphins, play, it's okay to relax, smile again, share your flow. And that's what we should be doing here, creating lives that are fun. Yeah, I know, right? Creating realities that are fun for us, that we enjoy to play in, explore more, take more time for yourself. It's really important we are. More self-care, more having fun. It will help shift your vibration. We need to really find our light because we're about to go kind of through, as I call it, the underworld half of the year. So it's very important that we are shining brighter. Tammy Leonard, Ascending Love. Earth and air, stabilization, physical integration, mental clearing, and that's what I've been talking about on this feed, is clearing the mind, staying aligned with our intentions so that we're only creating good things. And we are going to be kind of resting this week. We have a lot of energy that we need to integrate. A lot of you guys might be feeling more hungry, having more vivid dreams, just more tired, lethargic, like the astral's calling you, things like that. Signs that we're integrating a lot of energy. Rich Wendy Grilly. Whale teachings, depth of experience and healing, teacher and mentor, share your wisdom. In whatever sense, we all have a piece of this puzzle. We all have different knowledge and different experiences that would probably be very helpful to the collective. We're going to have to find our voice doing this. April Passionic. Arise. Know and flow is the love that you are. Bliss. And this is really about opening our heart chakra, expanding it to new levels, finding our bliss, our purpose, our passion. A lot of this energy this winter that we're kind of going into this fall and winter, we're supposed to be finding ourselves on deeper levels, kind of looking into our soul. I see 144 viewers a second ago. Let's see, Karen O'Brien. Breathing, ground, feel sensations, purity, clarity, expression. And you know what's really helped me with a lot of these energies coming in? Staying grounded, staying rooted, connecting with the earth as well. A lot of people know that I love to be outside in crazy ley line kind of areas during the space storms, of course. And it's been amazing for helping heal myself and kind of integrate a lot of what's going on with Ascension. Connect with the earth, get outside more, even if it's like walking around barefoot. Linda Bonan, more forgiveness, more heart chakra work. See the bigger picture, trust and heal, just let go of everything. I have a hard time with that too, because I've kind of had a crazy ride we call life, right? That's how you all know that it's going to get even crazier, and then in a good way. So we kind of had a crazy journey getting here. Time to let go. Every day is a new day, right? I've been going through a lot of upgrades here the past few days, so I'm just getting back to going live today. And I have to kind of remind myself that just, you know, today's a new day, that it doesn't really matter what's been going on. You know, new day, new vibration. Just kind of let go of everything prior to the day you're in. There's only the now. Oh, Nancy, hi. I know I couldn't get the sound on, I was going to go on a different broadcast. I couldn't get my sound working. I was late anyway. If I had been on time, I probably could have noticed it when everyone was setting up to go on there, but I was late and I couldn't get my sound to work. So sorry I missed it, but it looked epic. Nancy, heart of ascension, expansion, love for all, playfulness, release the past. That's what everyone's kind of working on right now. Time to release the past, let go. We do a lot of letting go. And it isn't necessarily of the current things in your life. It's really just of the past and experiences. And I know we had a lot of, you know, joy and we had a lot of sorrow going through this path. And, you know, we needed both to get to where we are now, just to turn us into the people we are now. Let go of the lessons. They're not important. People get really hung up on things like that. Like the lessons, you know, the way people choose to leave these experiences, stuff like that. Just release it. It was all about shaping you into who you are now energetically. Nick Kaler. Vision of unity, focus on the light, right to see, releasing illusion, pineal activation. Keep working on your third eye. You know, we don't do this ascension overnight, and the reason why is because our physical body wouldn't be able to handle it. So we are getting upgraded and activated as fast as, you know, we can handle it. That goes for awakening too. Rorio. Rosemary, shine your light. Wise action, space for grace, Kuan Yin. And, you know, this is a good time to be purifying our space, right? More sage, more Palo Santo. Even if it's just like taking more salt baths. I like to put the Palo Santo oil in my salt baths, right? Or maybe like sage oil, more essential oils, more sage, more detoxing of your space. It's actually a good time to do some spring cleaning, redecorating, working on making your space more sacred where you live, things like that. Time to bring some new energy into our lives. Let's see, D.I. Monte, healing, gentleness of love, realignment, transformation. And we're going through some serious realignment on this planet. A lot of people think that these are things that will play out like politically to change the collective, but we just see that not only are we evolving very fast, the collective is too. At a very fast rate. We see a lot of evolution going on right now. You know, it looks like things are getting kind of crazy if you look at, I'm sure, the news and things going on presented to you. Things are not what they seem, though. You know, I know a lot of people are sold on the idea that the planet is probably going through global warming and everyone's going to die. But, you know, that's really just energetic dynamics changing. It's needed. It's actually healing on so many levels. And I think it's important that we align with healing, not just for us, but for this planet at this time. Donna Ravenhill, inner child attunement, going within, listening, loving parenting. Especially the Divine Feminine has a lot coming up this week right now. Just a lot of things releasing, old templates, right? Old templates, things convincing you you're not good enough, that let me see, that we can't do this, that this is the quality of life I'm going to have all the time. Things like that are coming to the surface. We have Pluto, which is about to shift direct. It's in retrograde. And we also have Chiron retrograde, which are bringing up a lot of old wounds and traumas. These are not, and if this is coming up for anyone, these are not so we stay in that space. It's so we release them. Things we've kind of shoved within and we're kind of holding on to. Yeah, the things that you went through that you never want to talk about and you just kind of, okay, that didn't happen. Those kind of things, it's time to really release them for good. Jagdish Kaur, love it. I also, for anyone on this page, I keep on trying to fix my Facebook page, right? I keep trying to fix my Facebook business page. I did get the group section back up here because I do have a bunch of spiritual groups on here too that are real cool, just like my little Reiki group or whatever. But if you guys like the content and want, you know, more posts and memes and videos and stuff like that, I would join some of the groups. Or if you're just looking to vibe. Jagdish, cosmic heart source, source to all, true home, just be in that heart connection. And that's what I'm working on too. I'm in the United Kingdom, and I'm doing a lot of work with my own heart chakra as well as the planets, because I am a grid worker. It's very important that we're kind of working on continuing to expand the heart chakra, coming back to more empathy and compassion. Let's see. Kira Farrell Eyring, awakening. Ooh. Know who you are, DNA activation. And I know that we were born here and we were given this name by our parents and probably this identity, right? And this family, and maybe they were given a religion, and this is who you were told to be. But, I ask people to look into who are you before this life? Who was your soul prior to you volunteering to come to this planet to assist in some way? And that's what we've become disconnected to. And that is really this bridge that is occurring with this spiritual awakening, that people are suddenly remembering, I am much more than this physical role that I was given this life, that my soul is vast, right? And that I'm so much more. So, this is a good good question for this time of year for people to ask themselves, who am I? What is my purpose? What am I doing here? Every person that has incarnated during this time is very important to what is occurring with this shift in consciousness, as well as the spiritual. There's some amazing souls that are here. Now, we all go through that same process where we forget. The kids too, right? We have these amazing souls here. We go through this process where we forget. We became detached and disconnected from the spiritual at all. Going through these systems, and through this spiritual awakening, we're awakening to who we are once again. I don't know that we can get back to our full power after this kind of ride we went through without us realizing who we are within on deeper levels as well. Let's see. Amy Lopez. Fire of transformation, radical purification, violet flames, surrendering and resurrection. That's what the whole planet's going through. A lot of people just aren't as consciously aware as maybe the people that are tuning in and into consciousness, right? But it doesn't mean that everyone isn't going through this. That fire is just burning away who we are not, things not in alignment with us. If you guys are losing things, people, situations, jobs, just know they were not for you. And if you are going through a lot of transitions right now like that, know that, something better always vibrates in. That's like rule number one of manifesting. People manifest. And if you're like me, yeah, I've manifested some amazing things since my spiritual awakening, but I've also manifested some things that I kind of messed up on. This stuff takes practice, right? Maybe I wasn't specific enough, right? Maybe I wasn't putting out the right frequencies, learning experiences. So, we only lose things that are not a good representation of who we are. And people are always afraid of letting go of the bad job, the bad relationship, the toxic family members, not understanding. If you can be strong enough to let go, something much better will always vibrate into that space. Always. Amy Twomey. Restore. Time out for you. I love it. Nature, shamanic signs, right? We're into timeouts here. So I really love that card. Time to take a time out. Yes, our subconscious programming will have you running around on the same loop every day. Same routine. Maybe take a break for a minute. Time to reset your energy. If anyone's having a hard time going through these energy shifts, don't wait till 2020 to start to heal yourself. It's time to really detox and to heal ourselves going through this process. I have a lot of concern for the people that are not putting in enough inner work. You guys know you can always hit my business page inbox if you want a vitamin detox list. Really work on your energy right now. Beth Cafaro. Love it. Perfect. Congratulations on your breakup. Beth, know yourself. Meditate. Who am I? The veil is lifting and opening. And as that veil is lifting, we're noticing a lot of people have or are going to make relationship shifts, job shifts, losing people, right? Not everyone can go with you on this spiritual path you're on. These are good things. People will be like, oh my God, you're a failure. You got a divorce, or your relationship didn't work out. No, it probably wasn't for you in a lot of ways, and now you are free. Your soul is liberating. So keep on following your own internal compass with this stuff. You know, we detox. Relationships can be the worst thing for us. It's worse than drugs, right? That we detox because we're taking on that person's energy. And if you're with someone where you don't like them, get rid of them fast, because you become who you're merging, who you're integrating your energy with in a lot of senses. So it's very important that, you know, we're realizing that when we go through a breakup, our body detoxes. Our energy field has to kind of purge that person out. So it can take us a minute for our energy to recalibrate and to reset. Robin DaCosta Nash. Fire and water. Stillness amongst turmoil. Emotional integration. We have a lot of emotions coming up to the surface right now. There's a lot. And it's going to continue to, because guess what? People couldn't really feel a lot of stuff a long time ago, I'm convinced, on this planet. And we are kind of, you know, indigo empaths, sensitives, intuitives, coming, you know, more and more into our own psychic awareness. And we're going to continue to feel things deeper and deeper. And that goes for emotions. And we have a lot of emotions that we're processing right now. It's a good time to release and recalibrate, right? I had enough of purging out heavy stuff. I think we need to really shift focuses to manifesting and to the things we want to attract right now. That's why I had to get on this feed. I didn't really feel like it, but I figured I would come try to shift the focus for the people watching. Stay really aligned with what you're creating. Monique Marlene, oh yeah, get some post-its, right? I use my phone notepad, I know, but it's really easy for me. I was just ordering some notebooks too, because I have some affirmations I'm going to be working on over here. But I'm huge on daydreaming. How have I manifested and created everything? Just daydreaming about it, staying aligned, right? Daydreaming about it, just about me in places I want to be or experiences I want to see, whether it's things I need. I literally just am putting out the vibrations, but we have to stay positive too. And that's really a big part of this. I had crazy things to manifest to kind of do this job I'm in right now. And part of that is me staying positive, right? And putting out the vibrations for what I want. And the universe will do the rest. We need more faith in this unseen source that is also creating with us and guiding us. Jamie N. Chiron. Oh wait, back up. Sorry, Monique. Monique, manifest. Co-creation, gratitude, divine alignment, and joyful visions. And that just covers up like everything I was talking about. Stay aligned with what it is that you're creating, right? Let's see. Denisa Lopiccolo. Star connection, guidance from the stars, galactic self, unified field. And we have so much of a galactic connection, every person on this planet, but even more so going through this awakening, because a lot of people here are star seeds, including you. If you guys want to know more about this stuff, you guys know I do readings, which are the now, the future, and I go into your past lives, which goes into star seed origins and things like that. You guys know you can set up anything on my site you need, and I come find you right away. Donna Ravenhill. Lemurian shaman, shadow dissolving and gaze the truth, going beyond fear, initiation. It's very important we let go of fear right now. That's the biggest, controller of humanity and of what we're creating. We need to just let go of it. We should have already faced almost every one of our fears by manifesting on default. And now that we're having this awakening, we should be becoming more and more consciously aware with our thoughts so that we're kind of shifting to more positive outcomes. Wanda Shelton. Synchronicity, opportunities and divine timing, open to change, divine outcomes. Jamie N. Chicon. Guidance, inner compass, support, trust your guidance. It's really important that we're following our intuition with all of this, and that, we're honoring ourselves internally too, because, you've always had this guidance. And, when we start to silence it and do things we don't want to do, right? We tend to not hear it anymore. We kind of shut it down. So we're trying to get back to more of a space of intuition. Honor it. If your intuition is telling you, don't go hang out with this person or whatever it is, pay attention. This is your soul guiding you, keeping you safe, right? Leading you to your destiny. So the more that you listen to your own intuition, the stronger it's going to get. Mimi Vasquez. Oh, I love it. Cosmic circles. Create sacred space. Embrace unlimited possibilities. And, you know, with manifesting, we always think we have like one or two options. Is this going to go good or bad? We have infinite probabilities. We are an aspect of source having a human experience. You know, we were made so that source could become human for a moment. Experience being a creator, right? And we're not meant to be these limited roles that we've been sold on. We're meant to be infinite creators, and we're going to get back to that space. Stay focused on manifesting. Make your space more positive too, right? I'm huge on Sage for these energies. Things like that. Even if it's just like adding some chakra tapestries, candles, right? Make your space a little more of a sacred space. Let's see. Corinne Davies. Love it. New job. Arcturians, pure white light, DNA healing, sacred geometry. A lot of people are, you know, starting new jobs, or even we're out of a job for a second because of the DNA upgrades we were going through. You've been doing a lot of healing lately. Congratulations on the job. You're ready for a new start. Victoria Armstead. I love it. Ooh, I love it. For anyone that is trying to learn more about this stuff or get into energy, I would for sure check out maybe a Reiki class on my site and things like that. That's really what unlocked me and put me on this journey as a healer as well. It can really unlock a lot of things for you. Mastering energy is really important. Victoria, angelic ones, divine healing is upon you. Divine grace and divine guidance. Get more into energy, become more consciously aware of what kind of energy you're putting out. It'll help you a lot. Let's see. Nancy Walters Barkowski. Share space. Telepathy, co-creation, communicating, honoring. You have a lot of gifts in your third eye, so keep working on your third eye because that will unlock a lot of this. And people are like, where are my abilities? You're creating, whether we're aware of it or not, all day long. Everything you're thinking about. Not only are your thoughts creating your reality, they're impacting our health. You know, you can see where if you have a lot of toxic negative thoughts, you'll get sick after a while. That it will really, you know, break down and rapid age your body. The reverse is true though. That if you can stay positive all day long, that you'll probably reverse age. And it will probably impact you in a really positive way. We're made of water. And you can see that, you know, water is very frequency kind of impacted. Nicole Darling. Breathe the sun, presence, pineal activation, relax, let go. Keep working on your third eye. It's going to keep expanding. Edward Ted Barnell. Unicorns, Lumeria. Purity, you are pure. Open your spiritual eyes. Let's see. Anetheus McElroy Sr. Observe. Longing eyes see all. See the truth. Take a step back. It's really important that we are really focused on our own energy right now. I had to do that recently, kind of take a step back from the things in my life so I could kind of observe and reassess. Be the observer here. We have a lot going on, right? I like to observe the mainstream news stuff going on with the global elite. I can't post this stuff. People will get upset. And just for myself, right? I like to observe a lot of the global events that are going on during this time. Just kind of observe as things are unfolding. Noelle Latrace. Dolphin Baby. Lemurian origins. Flow. Timelines. Adaptable. Free. Take your time. And we're kind of getting back to our Lemurian starseed origins. Let's see. Matt Hayden. Divine feminine energies. Receive your birthright, unconditional love. While, you know, you may be a masculine, we have those feminine and masculine energies in everyone. It's about finding balance. A lot of people are trying to find balance with the opposite polarity. Stay open to more love, more intuition. Let's see. ZV Vija. You're working on your crown chakra. Right to know. Go beyond attachments. Divine alignment. You know, the goal is, you know, enlightenment, samadhi, right? Keep working on your crown chakra. Jenny Krakowski. Rising to Pleiadian frequencies, sacred bonds, healing, clear space for higher energies. And that's what's happening on this planet. We're kind of getting hit with a lot of energy. It is bringing us up in frequency and it's clearing out old energies. A lot is kind of leaving us at the moment. We're kind of integrating a lot of new energies as we're going through this process. Marianelle Reyes. Universe, Metatron, wholeness, commune with all life. It's really important that we are kind of realizing that there's a lot here in the spiritual. We have a lot of assistance, whether it is your angels, your guides, galactic assistance. We have a lot of, you know, ancestors as well, guiding us and assisting us and trying to teach us and help us while we're here. Ask for more assistance. I'm going to be getting off of here now, but if you guys want an actual Akashic reading or any type of energy work, activations, classes, just go to my site to set it up and I'll come find you.